In my time, 50 years ago, we heard of this saying, laughter will bury you. We were convinced that sooner or later, fantasy and irony would have won against the critical of politics and authorities, which would certainly have aged and overcome. But things did not go that way. But the heart of the concept still remains, with a little transformation. A laugh will desensitize you. That will make you feel less sensitive to pain. That will slowly extend your life. And I will tell you now right away. With a good laugh, you show yourself and others that you know how to take life in the right decision, that you can appreciate the positive aspects of the events without being influenced by situation and bad people. On the other hand, laughing is easy. You cannot avoid laughing, just like it is impossible not to sneeze. Now, you will ask the question, how do you find something to laugh about in a sea of adversity? Look at this image that demonstrates the deceptions of perception. It is a figure that can be perceived as a vase or as two faces faced. We can see or look at one another. This is what we have to do looking at people and facts of our lives. We have to turn the facts to find what can be funny, because there would be always something funny. A positive side can be found in any negative event. My positive side is the concept that you always should think that I can make it. These words should always be repeated often. These words are familiar to those who follow and watch my videos. You can do it too. You can by repeating in your mind, you can do it. And then look at the other side of your reality. You will have the right vision. This is the first exercise. If you finish this video, you will have the answer to the question we raised above. How do you find something to laugh about in a sea of adversity? Let's go back to the positive side of laughter. If we laugh at the jokes we made ourselves and others, we give a beneficial boost to the immune system and our health will improve. We can also laugh to mock our repressions and depressions. Also, laughing can be a way of attacking, avoiding slaps. Between saying and doing, we can have a good laugh. Laughing is an exercise that disarms and can have psychological functions. There are people who laugh at their superiors to become and overcome their sense of inferiority. On the other hand, superiors laugh with mockery to their inferiors because in this way they confirm their dominance. It is said that laughter abounds on the fool's mouth. But instead, people who laugh are tending to enjoy life and they keep their body healthy. Having said that, to make me happy, you will try to follow my favorite method and technique. That is my subtilizing using neurosciences. Laugh comes from a spontaneous emotion. We can consider pleasure the emotional basis of laughter. A fundamental law of emotional life is to approach a pleasure and to escape from sorrows. For these reasons, you must have gratitude towards the evolution of the brain structures that give an emotional tone to our sensations. In the brain, we have pleasure circuits, especially in that part called the limbic system, which is responsible for the control of emotions. It all starts with neurons that use dopamine as a neurotransmitter, which together with endorphins and enkephalins can be considered a natural cocaine produced by our brain. A research area called psychoneuroendocrine immunology seeks connections between the psyche, the brain, and the endocrine system and the immune system. It is argued that an optimistic attitude can affect body wellness. Did I convince you? To be sure, I still say something about the biochemistry of laughter. It is proven that a continuous state of stress causes a discharge of glucocorticoid hormones, whose excess can weaken the immune system. A minimum amount of stress, on the other hand, is good because these glucocorticoids in limited quantities reinforce the defenses. Eminent scholars have explained that the alteration of the respiratory rhythm intervene in the oxygenation of the blood, and the laugh is a switch of an endocrine mechanism of organic defense that can operate real healings. In simple terms, laughing is equivalent to a good jogging made by staying still. Laughing, part of your muscles contracts and relaxes. Moreover, the breathing, thanks to the laughter, becomes deeper. The air in the lungs is renewed with phases of exhalation and inhalation that supports oxygenation and circulation of the blood. This triggers an abdominal exercise that improves the function of the liver and the intestine. Laughter is definitely a necessary tool, but because it is easy to come back, we must make it rewarding. If the child does not receive gratification from the people around him when he smiles, he might stop using laughter or smiling tool. I give you gratification, assuring you of the positive laughter, also as an instrument with extraordinary therapeutic effects. If you laugh, do not feel helpless. You can turn aggression into willpower. Your laughter is a representation of your self-esteem through a kind of detachment that transforms reality. If you can laugh about what you see and hear, you can overcome sadness in a way that equates to possessing will and gaining power. And then, immediately begin to practice laughing with an easy exercise. Here it is. Try here now to remember the noise of a loud laugh. You have to feel it in your mind. I would like to know which voice you produce. Is it with a ha ha ha? Or is it with a pretty hee hee hee? Put the sound you want to hear. And try to remember the good laugh in your mind. Now that's good. Promise me, with an imaginary click, you will make it explode inside your head, strong and clear, in front of facts and people. And it is better not to ignore. If you want to let me know the result, just email me. And see you on the next video.